Welcome back to Sunshine Ladies Unraveling Tales. I'm Carrie, and today I'm joined by Nikki, Reed, and Steph. Today we are thrilled to welcome the brilliant author L.J. Andrews. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So to kick things off, for those that don't know you yet, could you tell us a little bit about yourself? How did you start writing?
I've been writing since I was a kid, and I started seriously writing in about 2012. I had just had my third kid, and I kind of wanted to get out of postpartum depression and things like that. So I finally just did the thing I'd been doing since I was a little kid and actually made my own story instead of like basically plagiarizing 90s rom-com movies and stuff in my little book. So
just a reminder for all listeners, this episode is R-rated, so anyone who doesn't want to be around for the fun, spicy chili peppers, make sure, you swipe left and click away, but if you want to stay for the fun, stay. We're so excited to be counting down the weeks to Romantasy BookCon in Orlando in October, and we're so excited to get to meet you in person.
yeah.
What are some other authors that you're excited to meet for the first time or to catch up with?
Am I making this up? Is Adeline Grace coming?
Yes.
She is.
Okay.
Yes,
I've never met her. We were at a signing together, but I didn't get a chance to go and meet her. So I would like to meet her. That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. You're going to be at the top of our list, way up there. And so we'll be first in line.
Good. I'm excited to meet everyone.
And so this year's Masquerade Ball theme is pirates, which feels perfect for your brand.
Yes.
Do you have any favorite pirate tales, characters, or even your own creations that you'd love to see cosplayed at the event or at the ball?
Oh, well, I think we will have some cosplayers
for sure.
there
Yeah.
of Eric and Livia. So I've always loved pirates. Like I'm from Treasure Island to Black Sails to Pirates of the Caribbean. Whenever I go to Disneyland or something, that's the first ride. I don't care how busy it is. We always go to pirates. I
love that.
Love them all.
Yeah.
They're like horrible people. Like in real history, but I love them so much.
We are a part of your readers group on Facebook, and you have such a tight-knit community. You really have built something special. And I just want to ask, how have you been feeling after your release of Broken Souls and Bones, and how has your community shown up for you through this?
My readers are the kindest readers. We call ourselves the Wicked Darlings, and because I don't know where it came from. But Broken Souls and Bones is my first traditionally published book. It's my first book that I haven't put in Kindle Unlimited, and so I was really nervous that they're like, well, we're not gonna buy it. No, then they did. Mm-hmm. People went hunting Barnes and Nobles, Books a Millions. They went everywhere. I had one reader, because in one Barnes and Noble, I guess it was placed very strangely, and she sat the workers down and told them how to place my book.
Time for a team meeting, guys.
And so they're the best. And I'm, with traditional publishing, you're kind of limited on how many advanced reader copies you can send out. And so that was because I'm kind of like Oprah with arcs usually on my indie stuff. It's like, you get one and you get one and so that made me really nervous. But again, everyone's like, we got you. And so my readers were amazing. I mean, Broken Souls and Bones in the UK hit #1 on the Sunday Times.
Nice.
Because of the Darlings.
Now diving into your process and preparation a little bit. When you're drafting, how early do you share your work with your inner circle? Are you a top secret keeper, or do you open up early?
I am nothing but chaos. Go look at my Instagram. I'm already sharing Colin Crown stuff.
Yeah, you are.
I cannot keep things in for the life of me. And I thought, I'm sure I drive the publishers nuts, because I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I have to share these.
Say something.
So, I am just pure chaos.
That could be a really great part of your process, and sometimes publishers might have a problem with that, but if that is, it's engaging and it's exciting.
For sure.
It's my brain. I have to get it out.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
Well, and it kind of, honestly, it was my indie process, is I would tease ideas. Even before I wrote scenes, I would tease ideas and test it against reader reaction. And if it got a really good response, I'd be like, And it's going in the book. There we go.
Yeah.
So, like, even the bone jewelry in Everking, I did a video on TikTok to tease it. I'm like, is this gonna go too far? And when people were like, blah, I'm like, and he's officially making bone jewelry. Okay. And so with Stolen Crown, it's different with traditional now that the Everseas went traditional, because you write it so far in advance. And so I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to share things, because I'm like, I have to make sure we're on the right track here.
That's definitely a new age tactic. I think it's really smart for you as an author and for us as readers. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
I feel like those are like my favorite author groups to be a part of, those chats. There's one I'm part of for Ruth Stilling. Like, I'm obsessed with her books. And she's always like, I can't keep my mouth shut. And all her PAs are like, no, don't share the secrets. And it makes the chat like so fun and chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, welcome. Yeah, it's just, some people are so good at it. But like, I put on just yesterday, I have something that I'm announcing next week, and I'm like, can I announce it today instead?
Yes.
I want to tell people, but I'm trying to be strategic.
The anticipation is so worth it.
We love it.
Chomping at the bit.
Speaking of your writing process, have you ever had to like rewrite any lore to make something work across multiple books, or like reframe it? And how do you keep track of that?
I'm trying to do better at keeping, like, writing things down, more like descriptions of people. Oh my gosh, I forget my character's eye color like it's nobody's business. And so, like, even now with Stolen Crown, I have to go back to the Broken Kingdoms and be like, what does everyone look like?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I have, I'm starting to. I'm actually, especially with like the Broken Souls and Bones series, it's such an in-depth world that I was like, okay, write down everything you do culture-wise. And I got about halfway through the book and then I forgot that I was doing that. So
see how it can take away from the creative process too.
So then I'll have to go back and read, and I forget little details that I've put in. So I just try to keep up with it and like track, especially culture. For some reason, I don't ever want to forget cultural aspects of my world, because that just, it really can pull people out if you're like, but wait a second, like they did that in that book. And so I'm trying to do better at tracking. But I will say, sometimes when I finish a book and I don't know exactly how the next book is going to go, I've really not liked that I've done certain things, because then I'm like, well, now I have to stick with that because I already wrote it.
It could help to get you out of a writing slump if maybe you are going back into that spreadsheet of details and lore, and it just might spark something new.
Yeah.
So what is something that readers don't realize is arduous and demanding about being an author?
Actually, the emotional toll that it can take on your, not just from like negativity or whatever from other people, it's like writing. Because I never really understood it until I started writing my own books, how connected you get to these people that are in your head, but they become very, very real and very unique in their own personalities. Because obviously I don't have that many personalities, you know what I mean? So like, I've created these other people who are different than me, and I start to love them. And then sometimes you kill them or things like that, like in battles, and it can be very taxing emotionally. So like, I really struggle writing battle scenes because I know someone's gonna die like every time. And so you have to, and then sometimes I can't do it. Like in Broken Souls and Bones 2, I was supposed to off someone and I was like, can't do it. So, I had to figure out how to rework it. I was like, nope, this is not happening. So
gosh. Yeah. As a reader, you're right. That is often overlooked. That's something that I haven't considered very often. So I'm sure that you've met fans that have told you that your books have helped them through something. But what is a fan reaction that has stuck with you the most?
Oh, well, hands down, it was when I released book 7 in the Broken Kingdoms. And so the female main character has been through a lot of assault and things like that, sexually and things. And to have the emails from survivors of how the male main character responds to that, like, just cried. I got so many emails of how healing it was for them to have like a certain scene. It was a spicy scene, but it was done in a way where he like lets her tie his hands up so that she controls everything, And for some reason I got multiple emails from actual survivors, and they just said like, just have that power. And it was just like,
Liberating.
Never be the same. Yeah, I'll never, after hearing so many stories of amazing people who have survived something so horrific. So
that's beautiful. The best part of connecting with authors' stories is, having that representation and feeling seen and heard and all those great things.
Yes, and I think that's the best thing about books, is that you can see yourself in characters and watch them overcome like these hardships, and it can empower you in reality. So that's what I love about books.
Me too.
Yeah, absolutely. What of your characters surprised you the most as they developed on the page? Was there anyone that truly took you by surprise as you were developing the characters?
There's a lot in every series. I would say in the Broken Kingdom series, there's a character named Ari, and he was never supposed to be a male main character, but he is. He's the male main character in book 7, the one who does the thing. And he was just supposed to be the funny side character who becomes the bestie, and then he's like, screw you, like, I get my own books. So he was the one that surprised me. And then also in my Broken Souls and Bones series, the Prince, who is like the best friend of the male main character, he was supposed to be the bad guy.
Oh.
And then I was like, no, he's not.
Oh, I love that.
He is the best thing. So he surprised me, because now I'm like, I love him, and he's not a douche at all. He is like the bestie that everyone
That's
deserves.
Such a big surprise.
It was. I had to rework the whole ending.
Yes. Oh, you said you had to rework and that was the next part of my question. Is did you have to actually rework anything because of your changes? Did they like organically like just happen, and you were just like, oh yeah, this is where it's going now, to make it fit what you decided?
Well, yeah, in that series specifically, it was very close to the beginning. It was like the first scene I wrote with the Prince. I was like, no. But it sparked like this whole new idea, which actually feels so much better than my original outline. Nice. Because you don't see the villain coming now, and it just completely blew up in my brain, and I'm like, this is where the story needs to go. So these things are good. I always tell authors, like, follow your gut, because you don't know where it's like your subconscious is like telling you something,
It's the plot twist we didn't know we needed, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm so glad we did it, because the feedback was like, I didn't see that one coming. And I was like, I know, neither did I. I just knew there was going to be a character that would show up to be the male main character in his books. But then I was like, oh, it's just him. So here we go.
Kind of jumping back a few questions ago when you were talking about what you're excited for the ball. So myself, I'm in the cosplay community, and I kind of love finding characters to like inspiration from, and just ones that I connect with. When you first started writing, did you ever imagine that you would see your characters become real life and cosplayed, or what kind of impact has that had on you?
So the first time I saw cosplayers in person, I mean, I've seen people online tag me, but like in person was at Romantasy Con in LA, and I basically cried. And like they didn't see me, but like I was just like, this is amazing. Like, this is so cool that other people, readers, are taking pictures like with these cosplayers who are my characters. And it was pretty amazing. I have these old goals when I first started writing, and my goal was character art, because I thought you couldn't commission your own. I have since done that a lot. So I just wanted someone to draw my characters. Yeah, I have a problem with commissioning, but that was the goal, was to get people to draw it.
That must be surreal, just seeing it come to life. And the stories are one thing, and then the actual visuals of the characters, it's a whole other world of just kind of embodying that storyline. It's so fun.
It is time for our bookish FMK game, Author Edition. So for any first-time listeners, F is for the fleeting fling, M is for the long haul, and K is for the one you yeet into the void. So answer rapid fire or linger on the tough calls. You can pull from any of your books. So who would you fuck, marry, kill?
I've been asked this before.
So many to choose from.
Eric Bloodsinger, probably, for the first one. And let's see, either Case Erickson, so he's in the Broken Kingdoms, or Jonas Erickson for the second. And then, can I do a villain for the kill? Because they're the only ones that I would do.
Yeah,
So I have to do either Davarin, who is my villain in Broken Kingdoms, because he's horrible. He's the worst. He's very good looking, though. He's horrible.
Let's talk romance. What's one of your favorite scenes or emotional beats to write between love interests?
I love those tension. Like, I love writing spice, don't get me wrong, but I love the moments right before it hits, like those tension where you're just like, someone do something. Like, you're killing me. Like, I love it. Oh, the door lean or the wall lean or the glares. Oh,
So that comes easy for you?
not necessarily easy, but I love it. And as a reader, those are my favorite.
And just because it doesn't come easy, it doesn't mean you can't love it. But
Yeah.
I was wondering if it does come easy.
Yeah, I don't know. It came easier actually in Broken Souls and Bones because he doesn't speak verbally, so he has to get close to her to talk with his sign language. And so they just naturally were happening all over. Like, he was touching her all over the place. So yes, the tap.
Tap, tap, tap. Oh, delicious.
All right, so now we're going to play another game of Fantasy Rescue. You need saving from a dragon. Which of your MMCs is rushing in to rescue you, and who's 100% trying to flirt with the dragon instead?
Let's see. Okay, so Eric would rescue, Rourke would rescue, which is they're from Everseas and the Broken Souls and Bones. And then Ari would be flirting with everybody. Oh, he would be like, he'd be like the peacock. He's like, am I pretty? Do I look good? And then Jonas Erickson would be flirting like crazy too. He would be all over the place.
Like, it's always those side fun characters that are always like the goofballs of the group, and they're like, I'm gonna go save you, but I'm gonna do it in a funny way, you know?
My favorite.
Like, honestly, those end up being some of my favorite characters, is those side characters that you don't really see all the time, because they just
Like stealers.
yeah.
I always say they're like the characters that will kill you, but like they'll laugh as they do it. Like, they're just like, or like they're cracking jokes as they go about.
So your most recent book is The Broken Souls and Bones, book 1 in the Stonegate series, and the hook line for this one is, together they'll restore a divided kingdom or burn it down. If you could rewrite this line now, knowing, you know, how it's been or what the story was, with no pressure at all, no pressure, what would this new line be, or how would you like capture this book? What is it is, you know?
Let's see. I would change just a few. I'd be like, she'll restore a divided kingdom, and if anyone bugs her, he'll burn it down. So, like, that's what I would like.
I can see that.
So,
I love it.
that was not good. Give me 2 days and I can write a line. Like, I tell you what, those hook lines are the worst.
So we know we're gearing up for the Everking re-release in August. Yay! So now with bonus content and a shiny new traditional publishing milestone, congratulations.
Thank you.
For anyone new to the world, here's your vibe directly from your website. All right. Welcome to the Everseas, where ruthless pirates meet Vikings in the great battle of revenge. Not everything is as it seems. They stole his crown, so he stole their daughter. The Everking will follow the second generation of the Broken Kingdoms. She's innocent, he's vicious. He will take back what he lost, no matter the price, unless she steals his heart first. The Everking can be read before the Broken Kingdoms. However, there will be some character crossover from the Broken Kingdoms. So what is the line or scene you were most proud of from this or any of your work?
Okay, so Everking has a lot of quotable lines that I love. So one of my favorite that just sets the tone, I think, is Eric sees Livia for the first time in like 10 years or whatever when he's trying to sneak back in. And that is not a spoiler, that happens at the beginning. Anyway, and he says, such a beautiful little bird. What a pity her serpent has come to ruin her. Because he's like, it's like just this obsession, like right away. And he's just so grumbly. And he's like, you're mine now. Change of plans. And so it just, for me, that one line, it's like one of the most highlighted lines, I guess. So I guess it resonates because it just, for me, it just was his moment to be like, this is who I am. And I'm a little twisted.
So what is next for you? And can you share any teasers for what's coming soon?
So, like I said, I'm almost getting ready to turn in Stolen Crown, which is book 4 in the Everseas. It was super duper delayed by like 2 years by the time it releases. So I'm really excited to get those characters out. I think people will absolutely, hopefully fall in love with them, Tate and Mira, but also Eric again. I'm kind of revealing like a backstory situation that Eric's been doing the whole time.
Interesting.
And I think they will like it. I'm working on the copy edits, so it's written in book 2 in Broken Souls and Bones, the next one, and it will conclude Rourke and Lyra's story. So I'm so excited for people to get the ending, and I hope your head spins again with like these things that are thrown in, these little reveals. And then the thing that I'm going to announce next week, this is what I'm keeping in, and I don't want to keep it a secret, is I get to write. It's going to be indie, but it's a novella that the publishers approved and all that stuff. So like January, I'm going to be releasing a full like novella of the Everseas. So it's like what's going on before the war. And it will go like from Eric as a kid to after the war with the Earth Fae or whatever. And then I also am doing the backstory of Broken Souls and Bones. So it's like how Rourke lost his voice and all this stuff. Yeah. And so I'm so excited. And so
that is incredible.
Yes. So it's going to be in KU. So it's just an indie release, but like the publisher approved it so that we can, because those are 2026 releases. So I want to start off the year with these like intense novellas. So I'm going to be doing art tours. It's going to be, so excited.
Yay.
So
thank you for sharing that. And of course, it will be 3 weeks after.
I'm going to announce it next week. So I'm excited to have an indie release. I haven't done it for a bit, and I miss it. I love indie authoring. So I'm excited.
All right. Before we wrap up the episode, we're going to do one more game. This or That, Author Edition. Cliffside Castle or Hidden Underwater City?
Honestly, Cliffside. Give me the forest and stuff. It has to have trees, though.
Fair. Make readers cry or make readers blush?
I want them to blush and then right after tear their heart out. So both. Okay. Why choose? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. He falls first or she breaks his emotional walls?
He falls first because she broke his emotional walls.
Broody or boastful MMC?
Oh, I am definitely more the... Well... I love a cocky jerk, like, in a way, like, but I also love when they're just growly, but, like, they're also Eric. With her, have you noticed that, like, the morally gray, they're mean to everyone, but then, like, with her, they're just like, I'm the best. Like, look at me. Like, they kind of turn into, don't you think I'm hot? Type situation. So I kind of love that, where they're super morally gray and, like, unapproachable, but when she goes around, he's like, do you like me? Like, do you like what I look like? And...
Character-driven or plot-driven?
I think it depends on, but I tend to love characters, so I tend to be more the character-driven side, but I do love a solid plot where you're just locked in the world, too, so that's awesome.
Of course. I mean, you definitely have to like a good plot, but if you had to choose, which one propels you more? Or which one you're more driven to first?
Probably characters. I really love to relate to the characters in books. Like, I love to find things that I can understand with them and, like, go through. Like I said, I think books heal people sometimes. So I like to see how they handle things. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Writing collab or writing alone?
Alone. I don't know. Props to everyone who has a co-writer. I don't know how you do it.
Plot twist betrayal or fake death in return?
Oh, plot twist betrayal. Don't mess with me and my death.
I know, yeah.
Let me through it. I'm gonna be...
Yeah, seriously.
Yep.
That one's the easiest one so far.
Dragon or Kraken? Kraken.
Oh. Probably dragon.
Dragon.
Maybe.
Unless
you're in the Everseas, then no.
Fast and hot or slow burn?
I like slow burns within reason.
Yes.
Yes.
How long is too long for a
Yeah,
slow
I
burn?
mean, if we're talking 5 books and they haven't done anything but brush pinkies, like, give me something.
I feel like we just had this conversation between us like the other day.
Yeah.
We were talking about like slow burns, and I was like, I like a slow burn. Like,
Yeah.
not to name names, but Penco, I love you, and I love you.
Penco.
Like, how slow can slow be? You
A
know,
woman knows how to build your tension. That's what
Mm.
No, she really does.
I
it
love
is.
her. I love the story. Yeah.
I read a book and I loved the series, but it took 4 books to kiss.
Oh,
And I was like, I love them so much, but
Give me
but
half the
once
book.
they kissed, it was like everything from there. And I was like,
Well, that takes the cake.
yeah.
It has been such a joy having you on as a guest, LJ, and we are so excited to meet you in person later this year. You can count on us to stay up to date and share all the excitement around your new releases. But before we let you go, where can listeners connect with you online or shop for your signed editions and merch?
So you can go to ljandrews.net. That's my store where you can buy all the things. Everything is signed. That's where we have our exclusive special editions and things like that. LJ's Wicked Darlings is my Facebook group where I hang out a lot. That's where I'm there a lot. Or just Instagram. I think it's author LJ Andrews. I have them backwards on TikTok just to keep it spicy. And so I think it's author LJ Andrews on Instagram or LJ Andrews author on TikTok.
I like that, just to keep it spicy.
Yeah, just to keep you on your toes.
Next up on Sunshine Ladies Unraveling Tales, we'll be interviewing voice actress and audiobook narrator Samantha Britmore.
Yay.
See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.